Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Britt Rochelle.
And I'm Muffin.
And this week we're going to be talking about some new releases, even some little delays and little updates to some games. But first, let's get us going with what we've been up to in gaming this week. What you been up to, Muffin?
I've been playing Destiny.
Again?
Yeah. It's usually the only game that I play if I'm bored, so.
Fair enough. How's Destiny been going?
Pretty well. There's a lot of new stories and a lot of hidden missions to do, so working on all that jazz.
Nice.
And then sleep. Yeah.
New baby been keeping you up?
Yes, I am now on a night feeding schedule.
Oh.
So I have to wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and feed her. I gotta get up, so.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, she is looking more baby these days, less squished. So that's.
She's still squish.
She very well. She got them chubby cheeks, you know.
Yeah, she's a squishy lady. So.
Aw, that's adorable.
What about you? What have you been doing?
Well, I got farther in Another Crab's Treasure. I feel like I am getting better.
How many days have you been playing this game?
I'm on day 3, I think. So 3 weeks, because I've been playing once a week, on my Saturday morning streams. And I'm trying to think, what boss was it that I just got? Oh, that's right. I'm on my way to that company. I'm in that company town. Not New Carcinia. New Carcinia is the kind of home-based city. I'm really bad with the names, but I got past the one boss in the first town you go to, where you get the first piece of the treasure map. Now I'm in the second one, trying to figure out where the hell to go next.
Is it the Gunk City?
Yeah, the Gunk City.
It's a really big tower on like the back area.
Okay.
And your way to that back area, there's a crab that you have to beat. He's a mini boss.
Okay.
Beat him, and he allows you to go to the next area.
Okay, good to know. I know, what was it? That in the area before that, the guy with the chopsticks really kicked my ass. But I got his patterns down actually a lot better than other ones. I did appreciate the I didn't appreciate it, but from a gamer's perspective, I can't appreciate the difficulty of that squid guy when you're getting into the gunk town. 'Cause man, he was a pain in the ass. Huge pain in the ass. But I do like I saw how low how slowly his health was going down as I attacked, and I'm like, how long am I supposed to be fighting this guy? And then as it had turned out, he just kind of leaves, because I'm assuming he's going to come back later as a big boss.
Possibly.
So thank you for not spoiling that for me. But
that's just how many hours are you on now for that game?
It's either 8 or 11. I don't remember, but it's between 8 and 11. Yes, I know you beat it in 5.
5 hours.
It's my first Souls-like game. Give me a break.
5 hours compared to 11.
I'm gonna see how long to beat. How long it says. Another treasure. Yeah, well, you're fast even by standards, because this how long to beat says 13 to 14 hours to complete the main story, so you just must be like a god at this game or something.
Yep. We'll go with that.
Though, to be fair, it is likely that this is, like me, a lot of people's first, Dark Souls-like game. Because it looks like, we're all aware of the design. We were really hyped up about this when it came out. It looks like a baby game. But it definitely does not play like one.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
How does it play like a baby game? Spyro
You're walking
plays
around
like a
as
baby
a
game.
crab. That's a baby
It's
thing.
Adorable. Doesn't mean it's a baby thing. I'm talking baby games like them really easy ones, like Kirby's Epic Yarn. Like,
I don't even know about that game.
you don't know about that game?
Nope.
I never played it, but I heard about it. But when I say baby game, I talk about games that are for babies, that are like, they're supposed to be really easy to play.
A 3DS game.
Yeah, it's so easy a baby could play it.
Never played any 3DS.
I don't think I never played this one either. I wanted to. Again, I never owned the 3DS, but I saw the previews for it.
It's a 3DS game.
Uh-huh.
Look at the bottom of the case. Plays only in 2D. Why are we paying for 3DS games if it's only in 2D?
That's a very good question. Why is it $118? I'm sorry. Even for a game that's out of print, who's paying $118 to play Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Collectors.
Fair enough. Man, maybe you just got that money laying around for this specific game. Exactly. Other than that, I have been watching my buddy play Darkest Dungeon. I'll admit, it's a game I am interested in. I would like to play it. But watching people play it after a few hours, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do something else now. Because it's a really cool game. It's a side-scroller. Have you played Darkest Dungeon? You've been here.
We edited it.
Yeah, we edited it.
The game.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, we put some mods on it. Fuck Citrine. I love that mod.
Every time he moved, he had a top hat on.
But no, if y'all don't know, Darkest Dungeon's like a side-scrolling... It's not an RPG. What would you call that kind
It's
of game?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but as a side-scroller. It's really cool art style, really neat way you need to, like, ration resources. Also, a lot of weighing. You have limited storage when you're in the dungeon, so you have to weigh your options as to whether you want to keep this giant pile of gold or these artifacts that are actually going to help you a lot throughout the game, or...
Fuck the artifacts. Make it hard.
What?
Gold. Only gold. Go
No.
for gold!
Well, not everything. Like, there are certain things you can make in the town. Like, I thought it was really cute. The one thing you can get... Because you can improve the town that you're in by building things like a bank and, like, an infirmary and stuff like that. But one thing that you can build is, they call it, like, a puppet theater. Where, you know, you can put on puppet shows. And it is supposed to lower the collective stress level of everyone in your town. I think it's by, like, 10%. Or something like that, and you need, it's like 5,000 coins, a handful of, like, portraits, and then a handful of busts, because there's different kinds of artifacts you can get. So you can't buy everything with gold, so yes, you do have to get those.
Is it a requirement to progress in the story to get the puppet show?
No.
Because if not, then it is not needed, therefore gold is key.
The puppet show was just an example. There's other stuff you can get that you will need artifacts and stuff for.
Nope.
Yeah.
We don't care about anybody else but number one.
Money. No, I did get, I am planning on playing more of my Switch, though, soon. I just, borrowed, Super Mario Odyssey from my friend, so I'm gonna start playing that at night. Because I remember I played it a few years ago, but I never beat it. So, it was my ex's game, so after we broke up, I lost
That's fair. I won't hold you against the time on that one.
Look, I lost my Animal Crossing Island, I lost my progress, and... Exactly. Now let's get into some news. We got some new releases coming out. I guess we'll start with this one because it's the first tab I have open. The Exhausted Man crawls onto PS5 and PS4 July 25th. Now, we've talked about some new releases for this month already, but I do not recall this one. I really don't. It says... Oh, the Gao Ming, he's a co-founder of Candleman Games, wrote this article, and he's one of the developers who made Exhausted Man, an absurd sitcom depicting an exhausted life coming to PS5 and PS4 on July 25th. In this game, the protagonist can only crawl and does everything while lying down. You can see that in the teaser trailer below. I say let's watch this trailer, see what's up.
He's got a Switch.
He does have a Switch. PlayStation. Oh, no, he's on the wall. Okay, for those of you that are just listening, he is in fact crawling.
He is slithering, that is not crawling.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, he's got Lay's chips, but not branded, obviously. I wish when I were exhausted I could just slither around walls like that. That'd be
I
terrifying.
mean, look at him.
I'm kind of obsessed with him. Is this gonna be like a PlayStation Plus game? Because I hope so. Oh, he's doing a thingy thing. That told me nothing except for.
I mean, he's exhausted.
I guess so. Well, that's that on that. I guess I'll watch it or, play it. Sorry, I saw Umbrella Academy and the related. Let's see, start with the phrase running out of energy, which became the theme of a respective game jam. I think the only drawback... Oh. I think the only drawback I could see from this game...
Is it taking too long?
Yeah, and the fact, like, you're already exhausted as a person. So, like, I feel like you want... There's a reason people turn to things like fantasy and, little crabs with wearing different trash on their back. Because they're like, we don't want to think about how exhausted we are. We want to play games. And, I don't know, kill monsters and build Minecraft houses or something.
I don't know. When was the last time you played Minecraft?
Literally since the last time I think you and I played. It's been a long time. Or no, I think I played with some girlfriends after that. I know.
Traitor.
I know. No, I am about to get... I was lending out my Xbox to a friend, and I'm about to get that back, so I should definitely get back on some Minecraft here soon.
It's on PC if you have it on Xbox. It is free.
I have been playing other games.
Man. Nah. We don't focus on PlayStation because PlayStation is garbage. We focus on the important games like Minecraft.
But PlayStation does have Tomb Raider, though.
Who cares? So does PC.
Well, PC's got everything.
No, not everything.
Oh, I am planning on playing some Conker's Bad Fur Day soon, though, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, you talk about that a lot.
I've been talking about it for months. Wait, I've got something very special planned, so keep an eye out for that. I just did a little tweet about something that alludes to that, so if you don't follow my Twitter, follow my Twitter. Can't really talk about it on here. But anyways, let's go to the next one. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn.
I did see some pictures of it. It looks kind of interesting,
okay.
But it also looks like something else.
All right, let's take a look. See, just watch this trailer. Uh-huh. What are you saying this looks like?
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, it's so cute!
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I just want to kill?
She's got that V thing on her forehead like that Zao game we talked about a few months back.
I was thinking Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Creed-like?
It's 100% Creed-like. Like the new Creeds.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Or like a God of War.
I say more as that Assassin's Creed. But I think that's just... I haven't really played either game, but... Oh, that's pretty cool, though. She can, shapeshift.
No, that's the God, remember?
Oh, okay. So it's a buddy cop game. Soulslikes. That's funny. Like, do you want to play Dark Souls, but you can't even get past another crab's treasure? Alright, July 18th. That looks pretty cool. Oh, it's coming to Game Pass. Woo!
I wonder if this is one of those games that has been blocked behind a paywall.
Almost certainly.
Everybody's complaining about.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's a whole other thing. Well, no, it's not actually a whole other thing. It's very much related. But yeah, it's probably gonna be behind that Game Pass Ultimate paywall. But it looks neat. It says, get ready to embark on an epic journey with Flintlock, an explosive indie Soulslikes from the creators of Ashen, launching July 18th. Have you ever played Ashen? I don't know anything about it.
I don't even know anything about it either.
Let's look it up real quick. Let's see what's going on here. It came out in 2018. It's an action role-playing game about a wanderer in search of a place to call home. Well, the reviews are mixed, mostly positive for the recent ones. I mean, it looks pretty cute. And then this came out years ago. This isn't really... I guess 6 years ago. It's got good ratings. Anna Piorina Interactive. You know, on one hand, I really like the recent, you know, I know it's not super recent, but, you know, the last decade or so, all the open world games that have been out. But, man, I like a good old-fashioned platformer where there's, like, a beginning and an end, you know? There's not as much running around to do.
I get that.
But I get the appeal of an open world, but after so many open world games, I feel like you're like, okay, thanks for letting me make the story, now can you tell me a story? That's kind of how I feel about the Avatar game. I haven't played it in weeks. I'm just like, I like the appeal of it. I like the idea of, you know, being my own Navi and figuring out my story, but on the other hand, I want to experience the story instead of having to figure it out. I mean, this Ashen game looks pretty cool. So if you're a fan of Ashen, there's a new one coming out on July 18th, the Flintlock game. Again, not a follow-up, just by the same studio, but...
I'd say play them both.
Yeah, why not? Ashen's $40 on Steam right now. So.
Or, you know, $571 if you want to buy the interactive collection.
That's from...
That's got Stray in it, too.
Oh, I love Stray. I really like Stray. That was a cute game.
31 games for $571.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of math here. So yeah, 500. Oh Christ.
571.90.
571.90 divided by 31 games. It's not the worst price, $20 per game, but I'm just saying I saw the Spyro Reignited trilogy for $30 on Amazon for the Switch.
And you could probably get all those games for a lot cheaper on, you know, G2A.
Yeah, good old G2A. Or of course there's the...
Not sponsored.
No.
Yet.
Unless you want to sponsor us. Yeah, we talk about you all the time, especially this guy.
It's the only place I buy my games.
Let's see, this other new release, this one's coming out on the 18th. It's called Dungeons of Hinterberg. I already like the cartoony art style. I like games that actually look fun.
It's not cartoony. It's anime. God. It's anime style, and she's like, it's cartoon. Play the damn video.
It says, armed with a sword and a tourist guide, explore the beautiful alpine village of Hinterberg and uncover the magic hidden within its dungeons. Master magic, solve puzzles, slay monsters. All this and more await you in Hinterberg. Like Muffin's insisting, let's watch the trailer. It's got like that 2.5D aspect to the animation. I like it.
I do not like the running style.
No?
It looks uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, it really does. Like you can... new day, new dungeon. Is this Life is Strange, but with dungeons?
And a magical surfboard?
Oh, puzzles. I like puzzles. Book your slaycation.
Interesting. I will play it and judge it harshly.
I don't know if I'll play it. It's gonna be on Game Pass though. Again, probably behind a paywall. So.
Damn you, paywalls!
Damn you! It looks cute. It looks like something I'd enjoy. Oh, yep, they are currently broadcasting. We're just not going to watch it right now. Yeah, look out for that on the 18th. And yeah, that's that on that. Next one we have up here is Angerfoot, a lightning-fast action FPS where the only things harder than your ass-kicking feet are the ass-kicking beats.
Sounds interesting.
I like music games.
Just from the description, it makes me think of, what was it, Beat Shot or something like that?
Not Beat Saber?
No, you're walking through like a hallway and all you're doing is you're shooting a gun to the beat of a song, but like you have to kill enemies to the beat of the song, otherwise you die.
That sounds awesome. I would love that game.
Until you're doing it to Through the Fire and the Flames, and you're like,
no, that's...
I'd have to look it up again, but
I'm gonna look that up now.
it's a rhythm-based shooting game.
I'm just gonna look that up. I love rhythm games. I think I've mentioned on the show before how much I used to love Rhythm Heaven. I do like me some Beat Saber. Just, it's awesome. Rhythm shooting video game. Bullets per minute? Is that the one?
Maybe.
Or Pistol
Whip.
Pistol Whip.
That's it.
I'm gonna look that up. I can play it in VR.
Yeah.
I definitely have to see how the two compare. The ultimate action hero, Pistol Whip's a physical action rhythm game where film-inspired gunplay and blood-pumping beats collide. Blast, duck, and dodge your way through fever dream scenes, build unique rhythms, and a ballet of bullets, and claim glory on the leaderboards. Includes mod support.
The whole time I watched these on TikTok, I was like, man, somebody had to have been tripping on acid playing this, and then going, oh, you know what'd be even better? Lights.
Lights! I'm gonna pull this up and we'll see what Angerfoot's all about. I got some sweet cakes.
That is not how you tie a shoe.
I don't like the walking.
You just
Okay.
threw a wrench at somebody.
I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the shit out of this. You just went.
Did you ever play like old school Mortal Kombat? He did the Liu Kang bicycle kick?
Yes, he did. You're so right. So different shoes give you different powers. We got Rage Runners. I'm assuming more damage. Flight is not only for birds.
The bicycle kick was hilarious.
And that's out today, day of filming, July 11th.
Within the next few hours, actually.
Indeed. I'm gonna refresh the page, see if it's out yet.
It's out!
Woo! It's
$25.
It's, yep, $25 now available on stream. It does give full controller support, whether you have an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Too bad it's not VR support.
That does suck. This would be awesome in VR. But
Just imagine the leg workout. Yeah!
these feet were literally going like... Bah, 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 bah.
That'd be insane.
It's how much? $25? I'm gonna... Oh, it's also compatible on your Steam Deck if you've got a Steam Deck, so...
Is it?
It says so.
Interesting.
Yeah, it says Steam Deck compatibility verified.
So that means all you people with the Asus ROG Ally, buy it.
But
Play it.
love
Let
it.
us know.
Yes, let us know if you ever play any of these games that we talk about, because there's only so many games, unfortunately, and so much time. We play as many of these as we can, but if you play any of these, especially after watching our episodes, let us know on our socials. I want to hear the experiences, and then we could start including it as a segment in our show.
Yeah, give us recommendations on if you guys want to see us play it or not,
Yes, we are going to be streaming. Not only we have our individual streaming, but we'll be starting. I did make the Ginger Force Apocalypse Twitch account, so we'll be able to Twitch it up on there.
And as soon as, Ellie's just a tad bit older, I'll be back to streaming more consistently.
That makes sense. Babies kind of require a lot of attention, though, so...
Yes, she does. She is very stubborn, so she requires all the attention. But then again, so does my wife.
Yeah, I get it.
You'll understand when you're married.
One day. I'm good.
Oh, Tom. You're forgetting the beat game The guns.
Oh, we're gonna watch the trailer
Yes,
for it?
we are.
Okay. This came out in 2019. It's kind of a flashback.
Serena Williams.
Live action?
No.
Okay. There's a teaser trailer in it.
No.
Oh, I see that. I don't tend to do well with these kinds of graphics, admittedly. I don't know, I have trouble wrapping my head around them, but I feel like I'd enjoy this game.
It's super hot. Beat Saber mix.
I didn't like Super Hot. I couldn't get into it.
What?
I don't know, I don't know if it's just, it's probably just a skill issue on my end.
Yes.
But, I never got past, like, the first level. I didn't understand it, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to a different game. But no, I never really played, Super Hot.
The first level in Super Hot is the tutorial.
Yeah,
The tutorial, Brittany.
the tutorial. Muffin.
The tutorials are meant to be played and beaten.
Look,
Not...
I have it on PlayStation Plus. Maybe I'll give it another go. But, man, I didn't. I wasn't.
That hurts my soul. It's like watching somebody play the easiest tutorial and them still losing and then never touching the game again.
I was like, nah, I'm good. I've got a million other games I want to play.
It's like, man, fuck this. I'm done. Tired of losing.
Pretty much. I was just like, meh.
Stay tuned to her flip out on another Crab's Treasure when she can't beat that next boss.
It's gonna be rough. Actually, I haven't flipped out on another Crab's Treasure yet. I think one of my biggest freakouts was for Medieval. I don't know if you ever watched any of those streams. But
Yeah.
I hated that game. Like, I love that game. It's so fun. Like, fuck, I hated the jump. Anytime I had to jump, it sucked because it was like, jump. Ooh.
How'd it go? Jump.
Jump. Ooh.
Oh, God. Just the sounds she makes is hilarious.
The next one we have up here, it's called Aerial Knights, We Never Yield. This one's coming out July 16th. It says, discover pulse-pounding, stylized parkour action as you run, jump, smash, and slide through an Afrofuturist-inspired kingdom. Enjoy a single-player or two-player local co-op mode and experience the story of two brothers and their unexpected return to their lost kingdom. Now, I'm glad that they specifically say that it's local play, local co-op, because I was actually just talking about this on my live stream this morning when we first tried to play Overcooked 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was Overcooked, because I wanted to start with the first game, and then we realized, after we had already bought and downloaded the game, that it was local multiplayer only, as opposed to Overcooked 2, which has the online or co-op, or online or local co-op.
Yeah.
And so we literally went, no, we're at our other houses right now, so we're just gonna get a refund.
I
And
think total we had like 20 minutes on the game.
it was easily 20 minutes, and we were like, we want a refund because this game is not fun. And Steam went, okay.
How unfortunate, but you are fair. Moving on.
Moving on. So yeah, Aerial Knights, We Never Yield. Let's look at this. Let's look at this trailer. Oh, Aerial Knights the studio, so the game's just called We Never Yield.
If we're gonna make it back, Detroit,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need your help. Try to keep up.
He's got swords. I like the music.
Hey, get up,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what they did there. with the difficulty levels, there's a whole discourse over normal being the new easy, so they put hard where normal should go, because hard's just normal mode. I feel like I'd like this game.
Super Saiyan. So this is quite similar to a game that I played in high school. It was on miniclip.com. It was called Extreme Pamplona. All you're doing is running from a bull. It's the exact same type of like jumping and dodging and weaving and everything else like that. So I wonder what their goal was.
It is hard to say.
'Cause it's a pretty easy type of game to make, to be honest.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's
watch it be sold for $25 too.
Right. I feel like
it's not at all close to
easily like a $15 game.
I'd say 9.
9? Yeah.
9 or 12.
Fair enough. I could see that. It doesn't look like super crazy hard or complex gameplay here. Oh, he's got a he ain't got no leg.
That was wrong with it. He got no foot in it.
I remember, oh god. Oh, sorry, it's reminding me. There's this one boss. There's a dungeon in Darkest Dungeon where you beat this boss called the Swine Prince, and so all the like mini battles leading up to him are like his minions. One's like a swine drummer, one's he just like screams at people. And then there's one, can't remember his name, but he basically, his big move is that he vomits on people.
That's hot.
But he the way his design is, he's just this like little decrepit looking pig on crutches, and he ain't got no legs.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
I was literally watching my friend play this last night, and I was like, he ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Got a hot tour.
Spit on that thing. You know, she's getting a damn reality show.
Is she?
She's getting a lot of press right now. She's living her best life.
I'd press her too. Against a mirror, you know.
Okay. Nice.
You could spit on that thing,
Oh,
you know?
Okay. And the last new release we have here queued up to talk about. Nobody Wants to Die. Lose yourself in the dystopian world of New York 2329. Immortality comes at a price that someone has to pay. In this interactive noir story, lead the investigation using advanced technology as Detective James Cara, who risks it all in pursuit of a serial killer targeting the city's elite. I will say, I do find it funny that a lot of dystopia media now, it's shooting much, much, much farther into the future than it used to.
Yeah.
Like, say, the My Chemical Romance album and comic series, the True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, their dystopia took place in 2019. It is now 2024. We do not have renegades in the desert wearing bright colors and wielding ray guns, so that's...
That we know of.
That we know of.
Phil of the Future, you know that Disney
Yeah,
show?
I loved Phil of the Future, man.
That was 2025.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, so...
Just imagine when that one, what is it, the year 3000? I can't remember who made that song.
I don't remember the original band, because I did grow up at the Jonas Brothers cover, but I did find out later that was a cover, and a band had put out the song originally before the Jonas Brothers did it.
But is it going to take to year 3000 until we have flying cars?
Probably, let's be real. At least that are commercially available and affordable, because California is still out there trying to make electric cars a thing, and people are like, nah, we don't have the infrastructure. So imagine
Well, everywhere is trying to make electric cars a thing, but...
Fair enough. California especially, I was just talking to my cousin about it, so he was saying he lived out there for years, but they've also got their own crap going on that's not Yeah, anyways. So it might actually be until the year 3000 before we not only have flying cars, but flying cars are commercially available and infrastructure and flight paths to ensure safe transportation of said flying cars.
I can only imagine the driving school at that time.
Oh my god.
Alright, if you're falling out of the sky, take a sharp 360 left and eject out of the car. If your airbag does not deploy, have fun. We will never see you again.
The Hunter Army Airfield will have their driving courses out there.
Oh my god. Floating cones just bobbing in the air.
Yes! Floating cones!
What did I just hit? A bird. Sir, you hit a bird. How the hell did I hit a bird in the road?
Yeah, now I'm just curious, because the original Dystopia, which there may have been some beforehand, but I want to look up the release date of the original novel, 1984. That's the film. I should look up the novel. I think it had to been like the 60s.
49.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Says it
49.
there on the bottom right corner. Before you searched it again.
Look, I didn't look that far. I went, I stopped, here.
She grazed.
I did. I grazed. I didn't even skim. I just grazed. But yeah, even 1980. 1984 was a bit. Okay, so yeah, 1984 was published in 1949. So that was a good 35 years before 1984 actually happened. And when Phil of the Future was early 2000s. I know that much. I think it was 2004. Damn it, I'm good. 2004. So yeah, they gave 21 years for their dystopia. And know for a fact, True Lives of Fabulous Killjoys came out.
Tour.
I want the album. I think that was 2012 when that came out.
2010.
2010. Damn it. Okay, then I didn't know it for a fact. But yeah, 2010. They gave 9 years. Well, obviously, even almost 40 years is not enough time to guess when the world's going to go to shit. So Nobody Wants to Die gives us a good.
I mean, hell, we predicted it 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
true.
Didn't even have to say it. It was just a look.
Yeah. Oh, and even before then, there was 12 years prior to that, there was a whole movie about it.
What, 2012?
Yeah.
I was like, 2012 or 2021?
Yes.
Doomsday.
Doomsday. But let's see. I'm a sucker for a good dystopia story. I did burn myself out on it a little bit in high school.
See, look. Flying cars. They don't have any road signs. Make it happen.
I mean, Remnant's a good dystopian game. This kind of reminded me of Remnant. But was less. This is way more tech. I want to set it on fire. Because the gel's flammable.
If something goes wrong, you're hung out to dry.
At least we have a theory of the crime.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this.
You're finally paying attention.
Oh.
The thing's been oxidized. Understand? Somebody wanted to make damn sure Green wasn't coming back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I am in deep, deep shit. Look, he's hanging from a fucking tree.
Uh-huh. It's a mystery.
I took this job. I'd take any job at that point.
Well, they were not kidding when they said this was a noir. Uh-huh.
Omega code 112358. Suspected murder.
Uh-huh.
He's a time cop.
Time Cop. A Time Detective. It's coming out July 17th on Steam.
This gives off Minority Report vibes.
I'd say so, yeah. It's thinking like Sin City-esque. Does give full controller support.
But only Xbox controller support because nobody likes PlayStation.
A lot of people
controllers.
still like PlayStation.
Nope. You're lying. You're living in a dystopian past. How about that?
I do need to do a comparison on the controllers still, because I like them both. I haven't done like a proper comparison, except for I'm used to circle, square, X, triangle. I couldn't tell you the orientation of the A, B, X, Y on the...
It's the same.
Yeah, but I don't know... Well, I don't know where it is the thing.
It's the same layout.
Well, I know it's the same layout, but I can't tell you... Like, I can with confidence tell you, down X, up triangle, left circle, right square, but I can't do that with the Xbox controller, because I don't know which one's what.
A, B, X, Y.
Yeah, well, again, I didn't...
It's same process. You just think of the colors.
Fair enough. I just don't have as much experience with the Xbox controller is what I'm saying.
And you call yourself a gamer.
I've been playing with the PlayStation controller for 20 goddamn years!
Oh, what controller do you use for Helldivers?
Xbox, which I only started playing how many months ago?
2.
We're talking 20 years versus 2 months.
Long enough to know how to use the controller.
I know how to use the controller.
Long enough to know the layout.
God damn it.
You know what? I'm going to give you a Switch controller. You can have fun with that.
Oh, Christ. Can I just have a GameCube controller? We all know that's the king of controllers anyway.
I'll give you a Wii controller. With the nunchuck.
With the nunchuck. The nunchuck was a lifesaver in some games, man.
The nunchuck is literally a Nintendo 64 controller. It's the middle knob.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of N64 and GameCube games on the Wii, so that does make a ridiculous amount of sense now. Alright, we got some news. Frostpunk 2 beta feedback sparks 2-month release date delay. Now, again, we've been talking about new releases for a while. I've not seen anything about Frostpunk 2.
Nope.
I didn't even know there was a Frostpunk 1. But yeah, it was originally supposed to come out July 25th. It's now been pushed to September 20th of this year. It's a promising city survival sequel set 30 years after an apocalyptic blizzard ravaged Earth, transforming our world into a harsh, icy wasteland. IGN recently played the first 3 hours of Frostpunk's 2 story mode and found it to be brutal, cruel, and very fun. The developer said feedback from the recent beta, as well as prioritizing certain features it's already working on, sparked the decision. We know that this is not the news you wanted to hear. However, we believe that these additional features are something you deserve to see in-game from day one, not a patch added after the release. This is the shit we've been talking about.
People taking the time to fix their games before it's fully released.
Thank you. What's the studio called? 11-Bit Studios. Thank you.
Kudos to you.
Kudos indeed. Look, again, we were literally just talking about this, I think, either last week or the week before, about how we'd rather have a game delayed and get a complete game. I might play that just to support the studio.
We don't want another...
Cyberpunk?
God of War, fucking Dark Souls games, a lot of the Elden Ring. That wasn't finished.
No?
No.
I think I remember hearing that now that I think about it.
I mean, the Shadow of Erdtree DLC is just an add-on to the rest of the map. The map was there. You can go there, but there's nothing there.
It's actually, I can't remember if I've mentioned this or not, but that reminds me of a feature in World of Warcraft. If you go into the Alliance, Stormwind, the Alliance city, there is a dungeon you can go in that has a lot of cool rewards, cool fights in there, but I think it's either across the way or in a different part of the city. There's a gated off area that right behind the gate you can see it looks like a blue swirly thing, which is what you'll see before you go into really any dungeon on World of Warcraft. It's like a barrier. When you walk in, you're in that dungeon, and that's a whole other thing. But And I asked my friends, because I'm still very new to World of Warcraft. My friends are very much not. I'm like, oh, cool. When do we get to see that dungeon? What dungeon is that? And they're like, oh, you don't. Like, what do you mean you don't? They're like, yeah, I think they were gonna put something there, and then they just never did. It got canceled or something. But they kept the visual there.
That's a bit ridiculous.
It's a huge tease is what it is. The stockades, that's the one you can go into. The stockades are actually a really fun dungeon.
A fungin?
A fungin. I don't do a lot of Alliance. I haven't done as much Alliance stuff as I have Horde, but there's good sides to both. Anyways, some of these highlights to the updated game once it comes out in September will include new additions to game mechanics, extensive UI and UX enhancement, and by popular demand, a new city feature called Zoom Stories, which are basically zoom-ins available in specific city parts that allow you to watch the day-to-day life of your citizens. Early feedback on these additions have been very positive, Stokalski and Juszczyk said.
Yeah, that's a name.
It's Polish, I think. Sorry if it's not Polish, but that seems like very Polish spelling. That's why we hope these few weeks of additional waiting time that we need to implement all the new features will be met with your understanding and won't test your patience too much. From now until the release, we will share with you behind-the-scenes updates so you can see how these additions are coming to life. Well, if you're looking forward to Frostpunk 2, it's only a 2-month delay. It gives you more time to, save up for it if you were needing to save up for it, or just get excited. Oh. This is what we were talking about earlier, or alluding to earlier. We're finally going to talk about it. How Xbox is under fire for paywalling day one Game Pass titles. Basically, they've raised the price of Game Pass Ultimate. It's not
$14 anymore.
No, the standard is now $14.99, which does not include day one games. Current console users keep their plan, so you'll be good. But when it renews next year, you will not.
I have Ultimate, so it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, fair enough. Well, now if you don't have Ultimate, or are you planning on getting it, it is now $20 a month. But
ridiculous.
Yeah, but let's see what it says here. It says previously, paying for the Xbox Game Pass gave users access to all titles. However, Microsoft just unveiled that they will now be hiking the price of Game Pass Ultimate while also introducing a second, cheaper alternative. Okay. However, there's a big catch for those eyeing off the less expensive option. So yeah, you used to have it was kind of like, well, I guess PlayStation just did the same thing, so I guess they're just taking a leaf out of their book.
But how much more is PlayStation's monthly?
I think they go yearly, actually. I'll have to double check how much, let me, plus Ultimate. Yeah, they go yearly. Let's see. Premium, that's what they call it. PlayStation Plus Premium for a 12-month subscription.
$160.
$160. Let's see what that breaks down to monthly. Divided by 12. It's cheaper.
Standard edition is $14.99.
Yeah, but PlayStation Plus
we can do a whole side-by-side comparison here.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Because, like...
Let's look at let's make sure that is the most important one, though. Like, the big one. I will say I hate how the PlayStation website has their damn stuff set up, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. I say subscriptions. Oh, you want to see the monthly games? No! I want to see your subscription plans! God damn it!
Oh, yeah. Games.
I'm actually gonna have a fucking riot. Anyway, so Premium is because there's just regular PlayStation Plus and then there's Premium. Premium is, $159.99. That is for the whole year, though. They don't go monthly like Xbox does.
Yes, but now, let's think of it this way.
Uh-huh.
You're paying monthly for Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to pay for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You spent $40.
Mm-hmm.
You pay for the whole yearly subscription on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
You decide you don't want to play your PlayStation anymore. You spent $160 on that.
Yeah.
And you played for it for a month.
Well, I guess that's why you don't really get the subscription unless you really want it. Like,
You never know. Things could happen.
You could have like a trial basis, yeah.
You could
but
buy it knowing that you're going to be playing for the rest of your life, and then a hurricane blows through, and then you never get a PlayStation again. You spent $160 on that pass. Not played a single day past that.
That would suck. That would be a really bad, awfully specific scenario.
Hold tight, Florida.
Hold tight, Florida.
And
Florida,
Texas.
Florida and Texas are Xbox states. Screw Republican or Democrat. Are you PlayStation or
Hey,
Xbox?
we don't do political conversations, but
But
PlayStation and Xbox,
come on.
everyone's leaning towards Xbox.
I disagree.
Everyone that matters.
'Cause I've only recently just started playing Xbox. I've been playing PlayStation for, again, I want to say like 20 years.
I'm sorry you didn't have a childhood.
I had a great childhood.
How great could it be with a PlayStation?
Played Spyro and
Yeah,
Crash.
again, how great could it be
It
with
was
a PlayStation?
amazing. I love that little purple
But did you
dude.
play the Jack series?
I did not play the Jack
Well,
series,
then you
no.
did not have a childhood.
I didn't play Jack. I didn't play Sly Cooper. I didn't play there's an
Wow.
Ratchet and Clank.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
The hit titles.
I
And she calls herself a gamer. What is wrong with you?
Look, I had limited access.
That is an excuse.
I played what I had.
You know what you do in those sort of situations? You mod and you download.
Did not have a gaming computer like that. I tried.
No, doesn't need a gaming computer. I used a Windows XP Service Pack 2 laptop that was thicker
Yeah, like
than
I knew
3
what-
stacks of fucking cards.
Like I knew what that was. I did not have access to that kind of technology.
Excuses. Y'all need to like berate her for all the excuses she's got going on right now.
Look, I played Toontown
Oh my god.
and crashed my mom's computer with it.
Not Toontown.
It was.
Did you play Purple Palace though?
I don't know what Purple Palace.
Oh
is.
my god. Solitaire?
I love Solitaire.
Minesweeper.
Played the shit out of Minesweeper. I didn't understand the fucking rules. I didn't understand it.
I still don't understand it either.
I don't think anyone actually understands Minesweeper.
There's a lot of people that understand it.
Really? I
Yeah,
don't
I've
believe
seen
them.
people speedrun it, and I'm like, alright, but calm down.
I don't believe that.
There's only so many nerdy girls that can be on here. So,
Hey, we did get kind of on a tangent, but yeah, if you just have the standard Xbox Plus or Xbox Game Pass plan, you are not getting access to those day one releases like the people who get the Ultimate Edition.
I will agree, though.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft is being greedy
Yeah.
with this.
Like, why are they doing it? Like, are they not getting subscribers? Are they having too many subscribers? What is the deal with the price hike?
Price increases, change to Game Pass. I don't know.
It says, in response to the news of Game Pass's structural changes, one X user wrote, oh yeah, X is, it's Twitter. It's Twitter. I refuse to change.
One Twitter user wrote,
Microsoft, greedy as hell, released some heavy hitters on it to make it worth it. They already fired multiple successful indie teams, and now this too.
they're trying to make up the money that they lost on the indie teams. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Congratulations, Microsoft. You fucked up.
yeah, that's not our fault. Fucking anyway.
Big corporations.
Fucking Bill Gates. Anyway.
Oh, wait. For example, those who purchased the standard edition would not have access to a title such as Black Ops 6 on release, whereas those who pay for the Ultimate Edition will be able to download the title on day one.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 6 is kind of like, everybody needs it, but like,
Yeah.
I just buy it when it comes out. Like,
Yeah.
if I want to. Like, I'll play the demo if there is one.
Yeah. I guess I want to say it's not the worst deal, except for like you could pay $20 for the monthly subscription to Microsoft Game Pass, Xbox, whatever, instead of paying like $60 for Black Ops, however much it's gonna be.
Oh, that's gonna be $99.
Yeah, so it is still a better deal than just buying each game individually. But the whole point is you already had a good deal going, and that was kind of the appeal of having that monthly subscription. Now paying more for it, yeah, people are pissed about it for very understandable reasons, I'd say.
But like, think about what we do on the podcast. We go through the monthly releases. A lot of the times when we're going through the releases, the games are already released.
Yeah.
So we're not concerned about day ones.
Yeah. No,
I
not
think the
really.
only one that we were concerned about was like one game, and even then we didn't play it on day one.
No, we did not. You don't.
So we're buying it after day one. So if you're not super concerned about the day ones,
you don't need the.
it's not gonna matter.
You don't need the Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah.
I mean,
That seems to be the main difference is the day one access.
but the Game Pass Ultimate does come with a lot of stuff.
It does.
The Ultimate transfers between console and PC.
That's true.
I'm only paying for it on the console, and I get it on both.
Mm-hmm.
So any Xbox game that I want on the PC, I have because I have the Ultimate for the Xbox.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
Granted, there's few restrictions, but you know,
Well, is it? But when you link it to your Microsoft account, isn't it supposed to just transfer over anyways? Or-
it's supposed to, but
Mhm.
a lot of the times it won't. You
That's-
have to go through like a whole different setup process for
That's-
it to do that.
This just seems like bad setup.
Well, better than what PlayStation has.
Fair enough, I guess.
Where does PlayStation lie on the PC world?
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Another user added.
Sucks.
I've always been an Xbox fan, but man, I can't keep defending them anymore. While a third further chimed in, stating, as if everything else wasn't already expensive, can't do anything without being robbed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all are robbing us.
Yeah. Time will tell whether Xbox users eventually get on board with these price increases and changes for Game Pass. However, there is no denying that the initial reception has been a cold one.
Like hell, without this article, I would have never known that the price went up.
No.
It's set on an automatic renew, and I would have just been like, one day, charge for $20. Why?
Yeah.
And then I would have gone through and be like, oh,
And
it's
see,
been
that's
changed.
just sneaky, because they should at least send an email, or when you log into your Xbox, say, hey, your Game Pass is gonna, when it renews and blah, 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 it's gonna go up in price. But if they're just not telling you that, then that's just sneaky.
I'm sure they have sent an email.
Oh.
I just have like 19,000 emails in my inbox. I'm not going through that to find an Xbox email.
Xbox users, check your email.
Check your spam folder.
Check your spam folder. I'm sure they send it to spam too, because like, I'm not saying Microsoft specifically, but corporations in general will do sneaky shit like put it in your spam folder because they know you're not going to check it.
Yep. But I don't know. I don't really seem to have a big problem with this whole day one paywall. It's
Yeah,
just
don't get the ultimate, I guess.
it's just the increase. Why'd it go up $2?
Yeah, there's no reason for it.
How many people play Xbox?
A lot.
Millions.
Yeah.
How many people play PlayStation? Millions.
Oh.
Sirs.
Yeah. Good.
You're having one of your mornings, huh?
I'm having a let's
Oh,
go.
well, where's HR?
Oh, she quit.
Yes, I can berate you on screen. All-time high of 200 million people
that's just
in June.
that's the month. Yeah, that was a lot.
All right, now do PlayStation. It's gonna be lower.
2024.
Lower.
118 million monthly active users. That's
Lower.
yes, it is.
I was right.
Yes, you were correct.
Xbox. Ah! That's where I need my Xbox like LED sign just right here, the logo. Just boom.
I mean, once they sponsor us, why not?
They're not gonna sponsor
I
us.
know, but I can dream.
The only people that should sponsor us is G2A.
We got one more piece of news we want to look at today. We've been talking a little bit more about Pokemon Go recently. Our Munchie, our animator lady, even got a little heated with us about it in the last episode that we talked about it. But there's
What? How much we shit on Pokemon Go?
no, more so just not understanding certain aspects. So she put on she put in her 2 cents, which I thought, again, she's more than welcome to do. We appreciate the discourse. And that's what the show is for, is gaming discourse. But the most recent change, Pokemon Go making a big quality of life improvement ahead of the summer event. It says Pokemon Go storage will now max out at 8,300 Pokemon and 7,300 items, just in time for the Pokemon Go Fest 2024. So they've increased their storage capacity. What? You actually play the game. What do you think? You were checking on it before the.
Well, as far as I saw, it didn't look like anything has changed. I would assume that's you have to continue to buy the upgrades, but who the hell is going to capture 8,000 Pokemon and just leave them?
You'd be surprised. It's hard to say.
The whole point of Pokemon was you catch like 12 Pokemon. You've got them in your pocket or your like little satchel.
Your Pokedex.
No, because the show, they've got the small little ball, to click them and they
you
full
only got
size.
so many Pokeballs, yeah.
How are you gonna fit 8,000 balls in a little satchel bag?
Very good question. Unless they have like a bag of holding, which could absolutely carry that much.
This
in
is
holding.
not D&D. We're talking realistic Pokemon like problems here. No trainer is gonna have a bag the size of the fucking moon
I'm just saying,
to carry 8,000 Pokeballs.
How are you even gonna keep track of 8,000 Pokemon? Is my thing.
You can sort them. You can sort them by region, by type, by power level.
Well, I'm just thinking practically though. Like, think about okay, let's say instead of Pokemon, we're talking about children. You can have up to 12 children and keep track of them. Okay.
Why would you even try to have 12 kids?
Hear me out. I'm not endorsing that, but hear me out. Say instead of you've got Pokemon are like toddlers. Why would you want 8,000 toddlers in your satchel?
To sell them? Or put them to work. Yeah, I can make my own iPhones.
Put them to work.
Fuck them kids, bro.
I think that's where we're gonna end this episode. That's too good of a note to end on. That.
Oh.
I'm an Android user, anyways. But what do you think about this discourse about the Pokemon versus toddlers thing?
How do you feel about selling 8,000 children?
No. Well, let us know any thoughts you have on anything we talked about on our Ginger Force Apocalypse socials. And also, if you want to rep the podcast, we have merch now. Got these lovely mugs you can have on your own desk. We got hoodies, posters, necklaces. We got some cool stuff. So you can rep your feminine affinity. Or if you want to talk to me specifically, good or bad, about anything that I've talked about, any of my hot takes or not so hot takes, Brit Rochelle or Brit Rochelle 18 is usually my username. My website here has all the links to all my socials. If you want to catch me live as well, I do that twice a week and looking to increase that. So keep an eye out for that updated streaming schedule.
And all of my socials are on Linktree/MuffinSincere. Just make sure to pop in on that Discord. You can always bother Brittany on there because she's there as well.
I am there.
You gotta joke with her about her lack of speedrunning times.
Yes, or how many times I kill myself in Helldivers because it's way too often.
Until next time, you fappers, have a good night.
Yes, you stay fapping in. It's happening.
It is indeed. children.
You're like, I'll make my